Alright, so I'm Silas Wilson,
And I'm Akshay Venkatachalam.
and this is the Improbable Tale of Helmet. So there once was a village deep in the woods where all the animals lived together in peace, or so it would seem, because among these was Helmet, an arrogant woodpecker with bright crimson mohawk on his head, giving him his name. Helmet lived in a small den crafted in a pine tree by his great-grandfather. This den was much too small for him and his many possessions, so he began to move to a much more spacious residence.
One day, as he was planning to find a property to fit his growing needs, his zebra friend Zed came over and asked about the assortment of sketches laying around. Helmet answered him eagerly, wearing a bright smile as he spoke. Hearing this, Zed sighed and warned Helmet of the dangers of getting carried away and disturbing others. Zed then left the place, the clip-clop of his hooves muffled outside the wooden door. Helmet frowned, then returned to his work.
Late that night, Helmet began construction of his massive mansion. He was so eager to begin, he didn't realize that all the other animals were sleeping, as it was night. He got right to work, loudly chipping off bits and pieces of wood to form his mansion.
The deafening sound of Helmet's beak hitting the wood woke all the animals of the village up with a start. At first confused, the animals soon became as frustrated as ever since those humans began plucking them out and taking them away.
As the night grew on, the animals grew more and more irritated with Helmet. The rabbits stuck carrots into their ears in hopes to drown out the noise. The forced-adapt penguins huddled off to the quiet Arctic. Even the gang of edgy meerkats went off to a shady outpost far away from Helmet. In the midst of the sleep-deprivating incident, they agreed to talk about this in the morning.
Sure enough, as bright as the rooster cackled. Mind you, the rooster was late, as the rooster strangely did not get enough sleep the night before. Anyways, as soon as the rooster cackled, all the animals woke up and went to the town hall to discuss the issue.
The town hall was chaos. There were birds, anteaters, squirrels, even the sloth was interested and moved a little. Everyone was acting so abnormally they didn't notice a large bear in the center of the room on the podium until a deep booming growl shook the building and they all fell silent.
A small, deafening squeak could be heard within the town hall. All the animals looked to see who it was. Alas, sitting atop the bear was a small gray mouse with a beard longer than his tail and a black cane. The mouse began waving his minute cane around, discussing the tragedies of the night before.
Then the mouse offered for everyone to give solutions to the problem. The bear offered to swallow Helmet whole. He was whacked over the cane. The hippopotamus offered to cover Helmet in mud, creating a mud statue of him. Another whack of the cane. One panda offered to use thin strips of bamboo to wrap Helmet's beak shut in hopes to quiet the noise. Yet another whack of the cane.
Realizing this was a mistake, the mouse quickly called the hall to order, with help of the bear, of course. He questioned if speaking the Helmet directly would be the best idea. Sure, it wasn't the most fun or exciting, but anyone who opposed the mouse would have to face the bear.
And so the mouse called up the FBI, made up of platypi, to go to Helmet's mansion. He and the bear followed, and all the other animals went too, not daring to miss the exciting incident.
At last they reached Helmet's mansion, a massive, triple-storied building nestled between two gigantic pine trees. The bear promptly went up to the door, and with the mouse's permission, slammed his paw against it. A booming echo could be heard all around the forest, but there was no response. The mouse then, with the bear's help, of course, forced the door open and beckoned to the FBI platypi. He told them to search the residence, and they vanished.
It took some time, but the FBI platypi returned. Unfortunately, they were empty-handed. Helmet had vanished. Some say he lost his way around the mansion. Others say, when no one was looking, the bear swallowed him whole. The bear did deny this, but he did offer to eat him if he was found. The whack of the cane could be heard for miles.
Decades later, in the same small village of animals, the tale of Helmet the woodpecker is still widely told, to remind the youngsters of the village to be courteous to all and not disturb others. Thank you.